So today I will be doing the second part of my China Glaze collection. This is going to be filmed on my phone because Bert, the computer, he's not doing so great right now. So we're going to give him a little bit of a rest and hopefully he'll be okay after that. I don't know, we'll see, so let's just get into it. So first I will show you guys the polishes I have from the Prismatic collection. I have Polarized, which is a silver that has, it shifts, because the whole point of these prismatic polishes were supposed to be that they were kind of like color shift polishes, like color shift glitters. I don't know if I would necessarily call it a color shift glitter. It does have a little bit of a shimmer, but I wouldn't really necessarily call it like a duochrome, which is what I think they were trying to say that they were. They're trying to say that they were duochromes. Yeah, not really, but this is Polarized, which is the silvery kind of one. Then I have Liquid Crystal, which was the first one that I ever got. It's just a really nice blue, kind of like a purple-y kind of shimmer running throughout it. Really nice. And then I have Radiant. I picked up a lot of these relatively recently in a Sally's haul because they had all these for like just a few cents, so I couldn't really resist. This one is called Prism. I've tried all these before. They're pretty opaque. Well, I haven't tried every single color, but I've tried like 2 or 3 of these. They're super opaque. You only need about 2 coats to be completely opaque, but these do chip almost instantly on me, unfortunately. But I find that China Glaze doesn't last on me anyway. It doesn't last that long anyway, but the glitters definitely don't last long at all for me. And this is Optical Illusion, which is really pretty. Ooh, sorry, I hit the camera. Then I have 3 from their, I don't know if it was a summer, because it wasn't the summer collection, it was like the end of summer, so it's like that place between summer and fall. I have 3 from that collection, and this is called Rain Dance the Night Away. Ooh, focus. There we go. And this is just a really nice kind of sky blue, really, really pretty. I haven't tried it yet, so I can't really tell you what the formula is like. This next one is The Heat Is On, and this is just a really, really nice red. Something particularly special about it, it's just a red, but it looks really nice. Then the last one I have from that collection is What She Dune, and it's just a really nice beige. I'm a sucker for beige polishes, so yeah. And when I swatched this, it seemed like it was going to be pretty opaque, so I'll keep you posted on this one. Then I have 4 from their, I think it was their Celebration or Surprise collection, something like that. I have I'm a Go Glitter, which I haven't worn yet. I have worn 2 of these. These are a little bit difficult to apply. They're kind of thick. I don't know if you can see, but yeah. You see how slowly that's moving? Yeah, they're really thick. So I probably need to add some clear base to this in order for it to kind of apply a little bit nicer. This one's called Don't Be a Flake, which is really nice. But again, as you can see, it's really, really thick. So I'm gonna have to add some clear polish to this in order to kind of save it. My favorite one is Glimmer More. I love this, especially I like wearing this over Accrued Interest. It's such a pretty combination, so I love that. I actually had this on my toes for the longest time last year. And the last one I have, which I worn pretty recently, this is Glitter Up. I wore this over Revlon's Provence, which is a horrible pale purple. Oh my god, it has the worst formula. I don't know why I didn't destash it. Now I'm starting to wonder. I don't know why I didn't destash it, but it was terrible. And this also wasn't very nice, so that was a pretty unpleasant manicure that I did. Both of the polishes that I used were just not the funnest to work with. Then I have a few that I only have one from that one known from that collection. So I have Atlantis. I don't know what collection this is from, but it's a really pretty color. It's kind of like a cult favorite. It's a really pretty teal with some holographic glitter. It's all right. The formula is not the best. It's definitely, I think, more of a topper than like a full coverage polish. Also, after using the Zoya, polishes that are similar to this, where they're kind of, like a jelly base with the holographic glitter, this is kind of poop compared to those, but it is really pretty. So, yeah, there's Atlantis. Then I have the one that was from their bird. I don't really remember, was it called Birds of a Feather or something? There was a whole bunch of those bird kind of collections that came out. This is called Olive Flutter. Wait, yeah, Olive Flutter. And it's just, you know, one of those little bar glitters that's supposed to look like feathers. It was really cheap. So I got it, and I really like the glitter combination in it. So we'll see how that goes. I still don't know. I'm still undecided how I feel about those glitters. Then one I got recently is Isoire. I didn't do it. I think this is from one of their new glitter collections. It's really pretty. This looks like this will be very opaque, but this is probably going to chip really quickly on me because I find that they typically do, but it's really pretty, so I'm excited to try that. Then I have two from one of their, I don't remember what it was called. It was like a sea goddess or something collection. They were textured. So the first one I have is Seahorse Around, which I've worn pretty recently. It's a really, really gorgeous kind of like teal with the strong gold shimmer. It's really pretty. It applied super evenly. It was super opaque. I think I only did like 1.5 to 2 coats, but it also chipped really quickly. So yeah, that's Seahorse Around. And then the other one I haven't tried yet, and this is called Sandala Make You Holla. And it's just like a pale pink with little specks of different colored glitters in it. It's really pretty and really delicate. I think this is definitely going to be a little bit more on the sheer side. Then I have two from the Anchors Away collection. I have Starboard, which I need to wear this month because it's a green. This was really, really opaque. I think I've worn this once, and it had a really, really beautiful formula, so I'm looking forward to wearing that this month. And the second one I have is Ahoy, and this is just a really beautiful fuchsia with a strong shimmer in it. Yeah, I love, oh, I still got it from Sally's. I really, really love this one. It is a little bit on the thinner side, but I didn't really mind because I like shimmery pinks. They're just one of my favorite things, so there's that. Then, oh yeah, this is funny. So the bottom of this says fairy dust, because this was my old fairy dust bottle, but it's blue because I mixed, and you can see that the bottle is like really gross, because I've had it forever. I loved fairy dust, and I got down to probably about here on my fairy dust, and I didn't want to throw it away because I loved it so much, so I just poured my bottle of For Audrey into it and mixed it together. So this is a For Audrey fairy dust kind of Franken polish. It's really pretty, but I do wish that I had maybe a little bit more fairy dust in it because it's really, really subtle, so I can barely see it. But yeah, there's that. There's my really old looking bottle of fairy dust and For Audrey. Then all the rest of these are like really brights, like pastels and neons and everything. So let's just go right in. So first I have Flip Flop Fantasy, and this is the older version. Where's the new version? Right here. So here's the older version, and here's the new version. They're completely different, but I love them both. They're a little bit chalky. I think the older one is definitely more chalky than the newer one. This one's a little bit smoother, but it's still pretty chalky, just not as chalky as the old one. So there's Flip Flop Fantasy. Then I have Rose Among Thorns, which is just, oh, so neon and so amazing. The formula of this was amazing. It wasn't super chalky. It's a little bit chalky, but not super chalky, and this actually lasted on me, which was amazing because usually China Glazes don't, but this one was just the exception. It was just, oh, I love this Rose Among Thorns. Then I have Troublemaker, which I know is from the Electric Nights collection. I actually got this on sale not that long after the Electric Nights collection came out because another polish spilled on it, so that was kind of nice. It's a really, really gorgeous color. I absolutely love it on my toes. The formula of this is really, really thin though. Very thin, very watery, but I love the color, so I'm willing to put up with it. Then I have Sun Worshipper, which is a super amazing, like neon, yellowy orange kind of color. I also really love this one. It looks great over white. I think that's the only way to wear it is over white because otherwise it's just unbearable by itself. It's so thin, so streaky, so crappy. But over white, it's stunning. So I love that. Then I have a pastel. This is Lemon Fizz, which was from their... don't remember, but this is just this is a pastel yellow. It has a pretty streaky, poopy formula, but it is a pastel yellow, and they are notoriously, you know, they're notorious for having bad formulas. I think it has to do with the yellow pigments. I don't know, just yellow is just not a fun color to work with, but yeah, this one sucks. But it's a really nice color. Then I have Too Yacht to Handle, which is an amazing blue. Oh, I love it so much. The formula is not the greatest. It was pretty streaky, but I love the color so much that I'm willing to look past it. Then I have Turned Up Turquoise Neon. I've had this forever. This was like my go-to quick polish. It's such a pretty color. It definitely is pretty chalky, but it dries really quick, so I like it, even though the formula kind of sucks, but I like the color, so again, I'm willing to overlook it. I have Point Me to the Party, which is also from the Electric Nights collection. This has faded quite a bit, but it still looks fine when you layer it over like other colors. But I really like this still, even though it's faded out quite a bit. Also from that collection, I have Can I Get an Unce Unce, which is my favorite one, because this one hasn't faded at all. It's just super awesome. I wore this over Troublemaker, and it was just, oh, I loved it. It was really, really great. And then the last one I have from that collection is DJ Blew My Mind, which is just a really nice blue. I haven't tried this one yet, so I cannot attest to the formula, but I feel like this, from the way it looks in the bottle, this might be a little bit on the thinner, kind of more watery side, so we'll see. Then I have Hang Ten Toes, which I absolutely love. It's a neon pink with a little bit of a shimmer running through it. It's like a bluish kind of shimmer. I really, really love this color. The formula is pretty chalky, not the funnest to work with, but I love the color, so there we go. Are you seeing a trend here? Yeah. Then I have Towel Boy Toy, which is a really nice kind of blue. Again, pretty chalky, but I really like the color. I used to wear this all the time way back in the day when I was in high school, so yeah, I'm kind of connected to that. Then I have That Shore Bright, which is a really, really gorgeous shade. I've worn this pretty recently. The formula was, again, not the greatest, but I love the color, so there's that. It was actually a little bit better than the other ones, though. It was marginally above it. It still wasn't great, but it was better than some of the other ones I've tried. Then I have Beach Cruiser, which I haven't tried yet. I really need to do that. It's just a neon fuchsia kind of shade. It's really, really pretty, so I need to try that soon. Then I have Grass is Lime Greener, which is a really, really beautiful shade, but again, the formula of this was horrendous. It was so bad. It was really pushing it. I didn't like it too much while I was applying it, but after, you know, seeing it once it dried and leveled out and everything, it was really, really pretty. So yeah, Grass is Lime Greener. Proceed with caution if you get this. It's not fun to work with. Very thin, very streaky, very patchy, just ugh. Then I have Lotus Begin, which is a really, really beautiful purple. This one had a much nicer formula. It still wasn't the greatest formula, but it was much nicer than a lot of the other ones I've tried. So I love this one. Then this is a newly acquired one. This is Secret Periwinkle, and I just got it, so I can't really attest to it yet. I don't know how it's gonna apply, but I think it's gonna apply a little bit better, I'm hoping. And the last one I have is probably my favorite one. This is Highlight of My Summer. This is just one of the loves of my life. It is so gorgeous. The formula is, again, horrible, but do you see this color? It's amazing. It's really, really great, so I'm willing to overlook it. So that's it. That's the second part. Actually, that's the last part of my China Glaze nail polish collection. Yeah, I really love China Glaze. I think they come out with such great colors. Even though their formulas aren't my favorite, I mean, you know, the last, like 20 polishes I told you guys had really crappy formulas. So their formulas are not the greatest, but their colors are just, I feel like they make up for it, well, at least for me they do, because I'm more of a color person than a formula person. But I really like China Glaze. So that is it. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any recommendations for China Glaze, please leave them down below. Yes, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.